Joining me live is our political contributor, Chris Uhlmann. This latest kite-flying exercise on negative gearing, give us your helicopter view. What do you think of it?
Oh, the hot take was done really well in the two grabs that you showed, one from last year and one from this year. No, he said to negative gearing last year. This year, it's the work of officials. Kieran, you and I both know that nobody knows about the work of officials unless some politician tells some journalist about it. So clearly the Labor Party is investigating negative gearing. It's probably right that they should. Whether or not it has a big effect on the amount of money in the budget that the government would get, we know from the last time around, negative gearing capital gains taxes that they looked at was around about $3 billion over 4 years. I think it's more a symbolic effect that it might have. It is that, we are looking to do something quite dramatic on housing, so to try and at least break through the public consciousness on that. And I don't know how it would work with people who have 1, 2 or 3 houses, but here's a thought, Kieran. Why doesn't everybody in Parliament who has more than 2 houses, particularly in the Labor Party and the Greens, divest? Because I think there's a few of them, aren't there?
There are definitely a few of them, and more than you'd expect in the Greens as well.
Surprise!
Knock me down with a feather. But let's talk about the comparison to the history of the Shorten exercise. If you're going with one policy, 1 or 2, maybe you get away with it. Shorten had 100 that were going to annoy people. Could they get away with this, even though it is a backflip?
Oh, look, I think that there's a lot of pressure in the housing market. People are very well aware of it. And it's generational too, is that it's not just the young who are looking for their houses, it's their parents and grandparents who worry about the fact that the young will never be able to get into property. The effect that we've seen in the past, and I know this has been hotly debated, but there was the experiment in the Hawke-Keating years where they got rid of negative gearing for a couple of years, then backflipped and they carried the scars of that. The claim was that rental prices went up because of it, so there's sometimes unintended consequences from
this would be grandfathered, apparently, according to the officials.
Yeah, we need to see the shape of it, right? So if everything's going to be grandfathered, then you're only ever affecting things from the moment in which the policy comes into effect. So what effect it will have on the marketplace is another question. But certainly I think that they should have a look at it because it's a matter of equity, I think, for a lot of people, and that's where it will ring